Hey there, tubers. Today's video is going to be on diagnosing and repairing the windshield wiper hose line on this 2017 Lincoln MKX SUV. What happened was one day went and hit the windshield washer fluid button and nothing came out, and so I thought that the reservoir was empty. Got a jug, topped it up, and it didn't take very much. I thought that was weird, and then tried it again, and still nothing came out of the windshield washer ports that are here on the back of the, there's one in here and one right over there to get your front windshield. So I came and looked around, and here's the hoses that go to it, and one of them's rubber and one of them's plastic. And I tried it again. I couldn't see any leaks in here anywhere, and next thing you know, there's a puddle on the ground out here. Well, the only way that would happen is if something in here had broke, because the line up here was fine, no leaks anywhere else, just coming out on the ground there. So what I did is I pulled the line out, and back in here it was broken. Now I've already fixed this, so I'll just kind of show you what I did and how I diagnosed it. So I was able to get that out, and sure enough, it was broke right here. And this is hard as a rock. I'm not sure why, because there shouldn't be any heat or anything back behind here to make that hard. And why they ran with plastic line, I'll never know. Now this line's rubber, and it goes all the way to the back windshield, and I'm sure that it's rubber because they didn't want to have to worry about any brakes as it ran through the car. But why they went to plastic up here is beyond me. Now this piece was on here, and this, it's like they put it in from the back side, stuck out through here. So what I ended up doing was I just pulled on this line, and you have to tug pretty hard, but it eventually just slid out of here, and that's where I found that. So I knew I had a break, and I was able to come back here and pull on the line back in here. Sure enough, it all just came out. So there's quick connects here, so you just, if you just spread that apart, it's hard to do with one hand here, it just pops apart here. So I took that line off, and then I took a razor blade and cut the broken section out. And then I happen to have a piece of 1/4 inch fuel line, and I was able to slide them together. What I'll do is I'll pop this up here, and then you can pull this line out further, and I'll show you what I did. So give me just a second, I'll be right back. So you can just take a little screwdriver and get behind here on any of these and just pop them apart, and then it frees that line up. So now that line's good and loose, and I can pull this through. So you can see my splice right there. Now this is just a temporary fix till I can get to town to get to the dealership and buy a new one. Now they sell this harness as one piece, so it'll be the whole thing all the way up and across through here, which will be kind of a pain to replace, because they give you all these new clips on it, so you have to get these off, and then you'll have to take this cover off, and I'm not sure how that's going to work without maybe breaking some of those, but then you get the whole new line. But this will serve me for a little bit here, and for some people this could be a permanent fix. And with that 1/4 inch line, it's a tight fit. I got to work this really on there, and I've tested it and it doesn't leak, so I didn't have to put any silicone or any kind of sealant on it. It's tight enough fit that it seals. So then I just fished it back through, was able to stick a wire through, pull this back through, because this piece here is one piece all the way across, so you'd have to pull all the clips to get this piece out, and I didn't think that was worth the time to do that, so I was just able to fish a wire straight through here, grab this, pull it right back through, and connect it up. And then on this boot thing, I wouldn't have been able to fish anything through if I had this boot on. So what I did is I slid it lengthwise here, and I'll be able to just put it over it and push this lip here back through to hold it secure for now. But even this boot comes on with the new hose. But it's even rubber up to this point, but from here on it's plastic, and it's obviously become brittle and is broken. When I go in there, I'm going to see if I can get maybe this line and somehow convert it over to this side, just so that this is rubber instead of plastic. But that was my quick temporary fix to solve my windshield washer fluid issue. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Otherwise, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.